Welcome back, I'm the Watch King. On this video, we're going to be talking about what the heck is Tudor doing? What are they doing with this watch? Every Watches and Wonders just happened. I don't talk about Tudor that often. It's the most talked about brand now. Emails I get most about Tudor. Just because I don't deal with it a lot. My customers, don't buy it a ton. I just don't, right? But this I think I should talk about. And it's very interesting. This is not a knock on Tudor itself. I think a lot of even their new stuff is pretty cool. The Coke and all that. So very, props to Tudor. They're doing good things, right? Around that $4,000 mark, they're really making some insane watches. Great value for money. But everybody's talking about this gold Tudor that they released and how great it is and everything about this. So I looked into it, and for fun, I went onto the Tudor website to see how much this watch is. So it is $32,100, right? Let's talk about what you get for this. You get a solid gold Tudor, 39 millimeters black bay, right? You get a bracelet without those ridiculous fake rivets. So that's good that they got rid of that. And it's just a gold watch. There's no complication. You'll see a picture of it here. A green dial, green bezel, right? That's what it is, right? For $32,100. Now, I said, let's take that money and instead of buying a Tudor with $32,000, let's see what other brands I did. So I started thinking, and I'm like, well, you can't get really a sport Patek, but you can get a high complication Patek around that. Something with a complication, maybe annual calendar, something around there, maybe a little less, but definitely in the better than Calatrava range, right? But that's mostly on the pre-owned side, right? So I said, okay, this is a new watch. Let's compete mano a mano. Let's find a new watch for $32,100 out there in the world. So just for fun, I went on the Rolex website. Remember, these are owned by the same, charitable foundation. They're together, basically, Tudor and Rolex. So I went on the website and I went straight to Daytona. This is the first, of course, the most iconic watch out there. It's super collectible. And I clicked on Oyster Flex, right? Because that's, and I did either white gold or rose gold are the same price with the regular dials. They're $32,100. Now, would you rather have a Tudor or a Rolex Daytona in precious metals? There's no question in my mind that the Daytona is a better watch. There's no question in, let's say I don't tell people to buy watches as an investment. I don't believe in that. Watches have come down a lot, and a lot of people learn that the hard way. But yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. But you're going to recover on a Rolex Daytona 90 to 95%, even more, if you wait time. Depends on which one, of course. White gold, a little less desirable, but the rose gold, if you can get it, it's just great watches, right? Now on the Tudor, I thought about, because I'm a great dealer, right? I thought about if one of my clients emailed me and they said, I have this watch, what are you going to offer me? I don't think I can offer 15 grand. I don't think so. I don't think I can convince another person to pay me 60, 70, or even 50% of the retail of this watch, right? Just because there's so many other options out there for 15 grand. I think around 25 to 30% of its original retail is actually going to be the trading value of this watch once it calms down, once people realize, okay, it's just a black bay with no complications in gold, right? I think this is a major mistake because when these watches will, first of all, I don't know how many they're going to make. I hope they're not going to make a lot. I don't know how many they're going to sell, but it's definitely not a lot. The only people that will be buying this watch, and I mean this, were people trying to get a Daytona in stainless steel, right? You go to the AD, they have this watch, they promise you, okay, you buy this watch, we'll get you a sub, we'll get you a Daytona, we'll get you something that's you're gonna actually want to wear, you're gonna love, that you collect. So you go, okay, I'll buy it, and then you get the other watch. That's the only scenario I think. I don't think anybody's gonna look at this and say, I want to spend 32 grand on a Tudor. Let's go to the AD and do it. Maybe one person in the world, right? Because it's insane. You could go get a Daytona. And the other thing is, with the Daytona, a lot of people argue you can't get it because of availability, right? That's something where it is, especially in white gold, if you go into your AD, I think it will be less than a year. You know, you convince your AD that you're really going to keep it, and they're a good AD and they get allocation, right? There's different official dealers. That's what AD stands for. Official dealers that different allocation. But I don't think that is that long for precious. We're talking about precious metals here. We're not talking about the stainless steel, right? So I don't think that's a huge issue at all. I think that people can actually get these watches. So that covers the big one out of the way. The other thing is, okay, it's not on a bracelet, right? The Tudor is on a bracelet. The Rolex isn't for 32 grand. Well, I looked into that too. So around 39,000, you can get the bracelet in yellow gold. And these ones you can definitely get at retail. They're really not insane right now, meaning that I don't think the wait list is that much. It's just about allocation, right? So for another, what, $7,000, you can get a Daytona on bracelet, right? So, and even if you don't get a Daytona, right, you can go to the Submariner range. This is just an absolutely ridiculous watch by Tudor. I would love to know your opinions. Do you like it? And now, it's not do you like the way it looks, because that's another story. I think it looks okay, all right? I don't think it's anything special. But do you think you would ever spend anywhere near 20,000, let alone 30,000 for this watch? I think it's just absolutely ridiculous. I would rather, we have day-date ranges in the Rolex, right? In the actual Rolex boutiques. Like, I'm talking about new pieces. Day-date ranges. We have sub-ranges, like around that price. We have the Daytona on Oyster Flex is the exact same price. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I thought I would chat this over with you and what you think, because that is my opinions. Let me know down below. If you're looking for any vintage watches or watches in general, definitely check out my website. We have an insane 116203 right now. It is the cheapest in the world, so definitely check that out. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great day.